Hello, everybody. How have you been? How are you keeping? How's your week been so far? I hope you're good. I hope you're having a good week. How's the weather where you're at? In the UK, the rain finally broke. The sun's finally out a bit, and it's no longer miserable cold. Hey, Lady Rose. Hey, Sussex Love. How are you doing? Hi, Novi. Hi, Ernie Cool. Hey, Lorna Williams. How are you today? How are you keeping? Guys, it looks like the Sussex squad is giving them hell. And I am completely here for it. Completely here for it. The British media and the royal family, it seems like when they sleep, they have nightmares because each time they prepare a carefully crafted facade, the Sussex squad stomps in there and tears everything apart. What am I talking about? We're going to find out in this live stream. But when we told them don't start none and there won't be none, it seems like they didn't believe us, did they? Woo! They are crying because they had hoped that Kate's appearance at Trooping the Colour would obliterate the narratives that they didn't want floating out around out there, but only for a new narrative now to take the place of the old one, which is even worse than the old one. I'm telling you, they are holding their heads. They are so frustrated. Anywho, let's before we break down the details, let me say hello to everyone. Welcome to Isabella Banks YouTube channel. I'm Wheezy, and it is so fabulous to meet you. Um, let me look at Sussex Love's comment. You said, no, Sussex Love, rainy and floods in Texas. Oh, really? Really? For once, we're having a bit of sun over here. And because we have the sun so very rarely, it feels like I'm actually on holiday. Isn't that a trip? I look outside and it's actually sunny, and it immediately sends me into holiday mode. Hey, hi Judy. Hey Janet. How are you? I tell you what, there was the British people, they get the sun so very rarely that when the sun comes out, like it's a major event. It is a major event. Like you literally have people suddenly discovering that they have legs and arms and everything is out. Everything is out. And it's so funny to see limbs and arms that haven't seen the sun in yonks suddenly jump out, and then you have a sea of whiteness on baked skin walking along the streets. Lady Rose says it's hot in Colorado. Oh, that's nice. Is it usually hot in Colorado? How much time in the year do you have warm weather? Dawn says it's beautiful weather in Seattle today. Oh, that's lovely. Hello, Rosa Roberts. How you doing? Oh, your daughter is in Phoenix and it's 112 degrees. Wow. Lady Rose said it's not usually hot. Okay, so it's kind of like British weather, but I'm sure it's a bit um warmer. Hmm. Bonnie Mighty says it's not whiteness, it's pale skin. Okay, thank you for the correction. Correcting myself at attention. Shh. Colorado is a cold state. It's definitely like Europe. Oh, okay. That's interesting. And Dawn says it was very rainy yesterday. Seattle can't figure itself out. Okay, so I'm not gonna keep you that long today. And before I have people telling me off. Do you know, the bigger my channel grows, the great the more I have people telling me off. I don't know what's going on. Well, I suppose I should be grateful because the more you tell me off, the more you push me to be better. But people are just more stricter with me as the channel grows. Oh, anyway, love it because I love to push myself. So let's get started, shall we? Shall we? Okay. So we have had Jack Royston of Newsweek talking about Harry and Meghan standing by and watching. Jack Royston from Newsweek complaining that Harry and Meghan are not coming out in public to chastise the Sussex squad uh, for continuing to defend Harry and Meghan and for continuing to question the validity of all the videos and the fake photographs that we have been seeing. Now, he was careful to say in the soundbite that he doesn't believe that it's Harry and Meghan who are doing it, but they should be the bigger persons, people anyway, even though the royal family haven't done it for them. And as let's say, okay, as who was this person saying that the Jack Royston needs to go sit down somewhere? Rosa Roberts says Jack Royston needs to go sit down and be quiet. Not just quiet, but quiet, quiet. Idalina says you can hear. That's okay. Since most people were complaining about not being able to hear, I have just skipped that soundbite. It's fine. Thank you. Lady Rose, Queen Reba Henderson, I see. And the same trolls are coming to bother me on my channel. Really? Oh, really? Honestly, it is sometimes very funny when you see these people because it always takes me by surprise in the first couple of seconds because I assume everybody who is listening to me on my channel is a squaddy, and therefore um, probably would be understanding of a few things. But on the other hand, when you see hugely negative comments on your channel, and it then makes you kind of self doubt a little bit. But well, that's why we have our community, isn't it? So I think encouraging and supporting each other is key. Um, Sussex Love says, I agree. He needs to take several seats. Laughing my ass off about them expecting help from Harry and Meghan. Yeah, they need to take on the battle by themselves. Hello. Uh, the squaddies don't complain. They're very appreciative. Oh, that's not for me. Sorry. Where was Jack for the last 7 years when the royalists and the royal family racially abused Meghan, her children, and her mother? Excuse me. That is the question I want to know as well. Anyway, Harry and Meghan's silence is driving them nuts, and I love it for them because it looks like it's not only the Sussex squad that actually miss Harry and Meghan when they go into hibernation. The hate squad miss them as well. As a matter of fact, I would dare to say that they miss them more because they make money when Harry and Meghan out and about doing their thing, which means they lose money when they're not available, right? So, um, the Sussex squad don't really care. They're actually happy for whatever Harry and Meghan want to do. If they want to be indoors, fine. If they want to be out, we support either way, right? So, um, they are crying. This is why we are seeing things like this. Prince Harry and Meghan's new era of privacy over Archie and Lilibet. When has it ever been new? They claim that because Archie was on the Christmas card and he was in the Netflix documentary, that Harry and Meghan weren't protecting his privacy as much. Always interchanging the word privacy as using the word privacy as if they don't know what that means. Privacy means the right to choose when I want to share images, videos, and associations, right? So it means that the privacy continues because they have always chosen when and where to share images of their children with the public. So there you go. Um, what about this one? Where they said Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's Father's Day silence as royals celebrate emotional weekend. Well, emotional because I suppose Kate stepped out. And what are they going to be talking about? What are Harry and Meghan going to be talking about? Both of them have toxic fathers. Both of them have toxic fathers. And it's their choice to decide whether they're going to engage with their toxic fathers or not. Actually, I'm working on a video. I think that would be for Saturday, where I'm going to be discussing a very interesting conversation I had with someone about this whole, should I call it a concept of the toxic father thing. It's quite in depth. There is a very interesting story behind it. And the people that easily come to mind when we're talking about toxic fathers are King Charles and Meghan's dad. So join me on Saturday where we will be discussing this, and it will be an open mic event where people who would either have comments to make can join in. I think I'm going to do it this way. So I'll first of all uh, record the video, and then we can do a live after it where we can share our thoughts on what you watched, because it's not something that would have the same impact if delivered live. So that's the plan for Saturday. All right. So continuing on, what have Harry and Meghan been up to though? So far, they have been quite discreet with their activities, but little by little, we're getting a trickle of them sharing some of the content behind the scenes, like this one, which I saw a post showing that Archwell, in partnership with an organization called International Rescue Organization, they partnered to provide personal care kits for refugee families for rescue.org. So it seems like Harry and Meghan are stepping back from the front line of Archwell little bit by little bit, and letting um, their CEO take center stage, which is, I'm sure, part of the plan that they always had. How do we have a troll in here? I've got the troll spray on. Who is the troll? Who is the troll? Who is the troll? Uh, who's the troll? Idelina, who's the troll? Do you remember the name? I've got the I've got the troll spray on. Let me go back and check. Make sure that it's actually on. Uh, I'm looking at a very interesting comment, and I'm going to come back to you. In the meantime, let me just go back and check on the settings for this. Okay, let me change it. Okay. All right. So, Lorna says no. The Rangers try to pick off the smaller Sussex-friendly channels. By the time you get to a certain number of subscribers, it gets harder with pick-off channels with YouTube monitors. I agree because once I crossed 4,000, it just seems like nigh on impossible for me to cross into 4,100. It's just like, when you're on a slide and you go up, it's like 4,001 up to 4,050, 4,060, and then all of a sudden it goes all the way down again. Whew, like that. And it's been like that for about 2 weeks now. It's just like they're playing games with the channel. So I've kind of just left it alone and decided to focus on the content. And then I think it was last week as well. Someone left me the a very cruel and nasty comment. Your content is I am paraphrasing now. They said your content is boring. I think you need to add more. Um, what did they say? You need to add more laughter or comedy or whatever to your content because your content is very boring. I am able to listen to other Sussex friendly channels all the way through, but I cannot stand to listen to your content. Your content was better when you were doing the recorded videos. And I thought, oh my God, really? Oh my goodness. And the person, it's like the person knows me personally because they really hit me at my weak spot because I'm one of those people, I think like Megan, I like to get it right. I try very hard to get it right. I might not get it right, but believe me, I am whatever output that you're seeing that looks like I'm not getting right. I have done a lot of work to for you to see what you are now seeing. So anyway, so I completely get that now. Uh, I completely get that now, and I decided that I would just move. When I see those comments, I just block them. I just block them, and I decided that I'm just going to focus on the content. Yeah. So anyway, let's continue, guys. So Archwell is out here partnering with the International Rescue Organization. They are doing good work. Look at all of this that they have provided for the refugees coming in to support the already existing government organizations. So it's all good. It's fine. This is another photo showing the products that they have brought to support the community as well. It's just lovely to see that they are working behind the scenes, and it just seems like gradually things are taking shape with Archwell to the point where Harry and Meghan are able to delegate because they're off doing other things. So that's fantastic. What about this? I'm sure we have heard that Clever Blends is now in Whole Foods. Have you guys got your packs yet? And I am currently processing an application um, to do something to promote Clever Blends as well. And uh, I have heard we're in the process, we're in the conversation, and when it's all done, I will give you guys feedback on how far we have gone. But all in all, Megan keeps on winning. Keeps on winning, and it's a smart move that it just goes to tell you that the product itself is doing well for them to be expanding into other shops as well. They said trolls listen to us and move in when they think it's safe with numbers to hide behind. If the OG see them, we point them out. Okay, that's fantastic. Okay, okay. All right. So, guys, so the question remains, was it cancer or a facelift? I think if I were to analyze the recent events starting from when Kate went missing in December, I think I still stick by my theory, as unpopular as it is. And that's just because I'm looking at things through the lens of the British person. And although I can't figure out how the royal family are thinking, obviously I'm not them, but you kind of have a general sense of how they would generally view certain things. And I think I still maintain um, the theory that I put forward. It might be, which is, I agree with the person who said that DV was involved. And I think that the DV, out of the DV that happened, uh, Kate was able to get a Kate was able to get a facelift out of it. Her parents' debt, if not completely cleared, then solutions to resolve it put in motion. I think she has acquired for herself some assets and how things that she needs in order to make herself comfortable going forward. I think she has been able to achieve all of that. And you're going to be seeing the reason why I say so in the next couple of slides. But in terms of the Newsweek, Jack Royston crying because the Sussex squad are pointing out that Kate obviously has had some kind of cosmetic procedure. The Sussex squad didn't do anything wrong, but it just pointed out the obvious. Like this person said on Twitter, right? So she said, yep, the baby jewels were lifted and a bit of under eye work done. This is partially why they only released heavily edited and photoshopped and AI pieces. They didn't want us to spot it too easily. But compare to photos from last year in Vogue, last year in Vogue. Now let's have a look at Kate's face in December. Let's have a look at the trooping the color photograph. Clearly, something going, something going, something. It's clearly something. And then look at the two photographs side by side. You can clearly, and this is not just a function of her. This is not just a function of her losing weight. This is her. She looks like pulled very tight. And there was that scar that we saw towards her eyebrow. which might be as a result of the DV she experienced or a brow lift. I don't know. I'm not a cosmetic surgeon. I'm not a cosmetic surgeon, so I have no idea. But yeah, these the changes are so drastic that she looks like a completely different person as well. You could put these two people side by side and they would be called lookalikes. Mm, mm. But look at someone who needs a facelift. Look at this. 41 years old, 41. 41 years old. 41. I am 51 and I look younger than him. Like this person said, William should have followed Kate to the same surgeon for a facelift because there's no way this is 41 years old. Look at this again. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Oh, all those secrets. Just look at this. Look at all the wrinkles. All the wrinkles, though. Look at all the wrinkles. And the color of his skin, it just looks like it doesn't look healthy. It doesn't look rested. And he's got no reason to look this stressed. None. None. Yes, exactly. The third most sexiest man in Britain. Oh God, you should see the new thing they put out today trying to associate him with sexiness. Let's find it. Look at this. They said Prince William's heartthrob moment sends fans wild. Prince William? Are they kidding me? Him, heartthrob, 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 heartthrob. Though heartthrob is what they said. Look at this. Prince William's heartthrob moment send fans wild. What? Ah, oh my days. Anyway, before we continue, if this is your first time on this channel, please hit the subscribe button, the like button, and leave a comment or two in the comment section. If you don't know what to say, just leave a heart emoji in the comment section. If you have visited before and you haven't subscribed, let today be the day you decide to subscribe. For all those who have been rocking with me from the beginning, thank you. Dankeschön. Don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section. Okay, baby? All right. Thank you. All right. Let's continue. In continuation of their attempts to prop up Kate and William as being more superior to Harry and Meghan, they continue to write these brain melting headlines. Harry and Meghan reach out to Kate Middleton as homesick prince eyes UK home. I'm sure when Harry and Meghan saw this headline, they were like, huh? Say what now? Say what now? Oh dear. Uh Looks like somebody just shared something I missed. Somebody was talking about her ailment. Hold on. Hi, Carmen. How you doing? Cookies and cream says the Unroyals are once again using the Sussexes as distraction. That's why the protest, booing, and chanting should be plastered all over social media and let it trend. Everybody needs to know about it. Exactly. Bonnie Mighty says he needs some melanin. Thank you, Bonnie Mighty. Becenta says, Wheezy, after battling cancer, I'm 75 years and I look younger than Prince William. Laugh out loud. Ah, oh, thanks for sharing. Thanks for sharing. And I'm sure you do. I'm glad I found your comment. Adelina says there were no wrinkles on that face as of trooping the color. Ah, and Lady Rose says it's alcohol, right? Must be. Cause 41. That is 41, guys. I mean, that is Harry's older brother, and he's only older than Harry by 2 years. Vicenta, thanks for sharing your story. Very happy you're recovering. Yeah. Okay. So I'm glad that I found your comment, Vicenta. Uh, Carol Middleton didn't declare personal bankruptcy. Her company was declared insolvent, so she still has money. She incorporated her business to limit her personal liability. Yeah. Okay. Gwen Daniel says, feel sorry for the kids because they're being used. I think George is getting to the age where he's realizing that something is off. Because there was a photograph of him looking at his parents talking, and he was looking at them confused. Like, all of a sudden, you guys are looking lovey dovey, but I heard you screaming swear words at each other just a second ago. How does that work? Oh, dear. And while they were busy talking about Harry and Meghan are looking for a home in the UK, I think Harry and Meghan's PR person in the UK quickly shut that down and sent some briefing to Vanity Fair, who confirmed that Harry and Meghan are not looking for a home in the UK. Okay? They said, contrary to speculation in the media, Vanity Fair can confirm that the Sussexes are not eyeing real estate across the pond. End of. End of. Okay? End of. Just ridiculous. Just like Megan said in the Netflix documentary, the amount of energy that they put in just making up stories must definitely feel like whack-a-mole. You finish with this one, the next one pops up, and on and on and on. This is the game that they're playing with the Sussexes. Thankfully, they now have people who can attend to these stories on their behalf, because it must have been draining as hell dealing with these stories by themselves. Okay, so look at this. This is the reason why I say Kate has gotten everything she wanted in the negotiations. The Middletons, who were nowhere to be found initially, are now suddenly out and about attending public functions. And they are being co signed by William, which kind of erases the stigma associated with the financial troubles the Middleton's business has been having. Because in their society, and when I say society, I don't mean like a formal society, I just mean among the kind of the group of people, the status of people that they move with, having debt, whether it's personal or business, is kind of, it's embarrassing for anyone, not to talk about them in their set. Like, now that William is co-signing them, kind of like lifting the shunning in the public place, he is taking the embarrassment away from them. Now, how far he's going to put his hand in his pocket to resolve their financial difficulties, no one can tell, but it's obvious that an arrangement has been made and agreed. Okay? So Just a quick reminder, if you have not already subscribed, please go ahead to do so. Uh, if you haven't hit the like button and you're just joining us, hit the like button and leave a comment, okay? Well, just let me remind William of what he's dealing with, okay? This is Carol Middleton. Can you see the photo on the left? What about this one on the right? And look at this. They made such a big deal about the Middletons and William meeting at Ascot that you know that this was intentional for the whole world to see that whatever problems he was having with Kate have now been resolved, everything is now fine, and that if they had put an order for the posh people to shun the Middletons, that order has now been lifted. You can see it. Meanwhile, what does the lady do? Look at the photograph on the right. Back to having her drink. She still does not know where she is. She does not know where she is unless she's celebrating the win. Unless she's celebrating the win. Okay, so when I saw this next story, I collapsed in laughter. Look at Richard Eden saying, "What a friend of Prince William has told me about his plans and why it left me worried about the future of the royal family." So, what this tells me is that Prince William's goal uh, to be the sole face of the royal family is now on course. He's able to do it. He was planning to do it with uh he was planning to do it with Kate behind the scenes, but they have reached a happy medium. Maybe the happy medium is you can come out once a year or twice a year. I'm going to gift you XYZ properties. I'm going to give you XYZ money. I'm going to take care of your family's debt, but you must do XYZ for me. And because this is what his article says, it says at the weekend, the junior royals were asked not to join the more senior members of the firm on the balcony. Imagine that. When I later spoke to a friend of Prince William, I had hoped that he would bring news of a change to this uninspiring policy. However, what he told me left me worried about the future of the monarchy. The friend said William was in full agreement with his father about the need for a slimmed down monarchy. So basically, he wanted to be all about himself. He told me that when the older members of the family retire, His Royal Highness won't be inviting anyone else to be working royals. It remains to be seen if he will even want his two younger children to be working royals. Guys, the jealousy is deep, though. The jealousy is deep. It goes on to say, at 59 years old, the Duchess of Edinburgh is the only other member of the firm under the age of 60. This means that by the time William ascends the throne, he and Catherine will be the only full time royals. And that's exactly what William wants, the ability to be the only one to have the spotlight on him and nobody else. Well, I wonder whether that's what he still thinks because I know that they've been pushing this story for quite a while. But seeing how I call him Prince, King Charles's slimmed down monarchy has been an abysmal failure, I wonder whether he's actually going to proceed with this because clearly they need more hands to handle things. Even for the more sensitive things, they need more hands. They need people that they can trust. And trust through familial ties. There's some things they're not going to be able to trust to someone who is just earning a salary due to the sensitive nature of that thing. So how are they going to work it out? But obviously William has his evil plan, otherwise he won't be pushing it. But yeah, That's where they are right now. So, guys, clearly there's more to talk about, but we will we will have a longer session on Saturday after we have listened to the video that I am going to be doing on the toxic fathers. For the moment, we don't care about what's happening with Kate and William. As long as our faves are all right, that's fine. Let's move on to Spotlight Thursday. In our Spotlight Thursday sessions, we shine the light on worthy curses that support Harry and Meghan and our own community. I mean, we got to follow the principle of we rise by lifting others up, right? Okay, so now that we understand that there is power in numbers, I mean, for goodness sake, the Sussex Squad has shown it to the point that the media, the general media, the mainstream media, Sussex Squad are in the news. The mainstream media are reporting on the Sussex Squad. So that means that when we are focused, we have the power to make change happen. Let's also, they say charity begins at home, right? So let's start from within our own community. So that means that we will begin by inviting everyone as we are speaking right now on in this video. If you have not already subscribed to the Nigerian Invictus Games channel, what are you waiting on? They only have 324 subscribers. That's not okay. Let's get them to 1,000 subscribers. Okay, so that we know these warriors need that money to be able to train and to be able to attend the games next year. I'm sure they are going to get revenue from other places, but it's not going to hurt them if they're earning money from their YouTube channel. So I'm going to drop their link to the YouTube channel in the chat. If you have not already followed them, and I'm sure a lot of people have, please go ahead to follow the Nigerian Invictus Games channel. The 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 link to the YouTube channel is in the chat. While you're doing that, I will be looking through the comments. Okay. Dawn says they have serious narcissistic tendencies. Absolutely. It's like almost no balance in their lives. It's just luxury, no real suffering to keep them balanced, no common sense either. William wants all eyes on him. He better be careful because every mistake or mistake will be obvious and will be talked about. I don't even think he feels like he cares. I don't think he thinks that he cares. He feels that once he is sovereign, he's watching his father and how he has thrown his weight around. And he just feels like once he is sovereign, he can and will do anything he feels like doing. I don't know if you guys remember, there was a soundbite of Tessa Dunlop. She was on one of these chat shows when they were trying to figure out why with the messaging about Kate's illness was so bad, and she said that the British media were the ones who had built him up into this person that we are now seeing now. They have made him untouchable, so now he feels like he can do anything and get away with it. So quite unlikely that he's going to be feeling anything. Good for them because they will have the benefit of that. Absolutely glad Harry and Meghan are not dependent on those vipers for anything. Absolutely. William is ego-filled and stupid enough to believe that people will be interested in him now that the spotlight will be on him, not realizing that people don't like him, why nobody pays attention. Yeah, he's one of those people who demands respect. Demands. He hasn't earned it. And when you demand respect, most likely, even if, like right now, I'm sure he's even trying to contain himself. He's not even showing his real character. He's, when he becomes king, going to be a totally different ball game altogether. The fullness of his horror will be experienced in the UK. I hope that I'm not here then. Oh, Idelina says the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. The daughter takes after the mother as being an alcoholic. Well, where did she learn it from? She must have some kind of the same tendencies. And if you're, to be honest, if you're living in their midst, most likely there is a reason to be depressed. There is a reason to want to swim in a vat of wine and alcohol every single day. Uh, let me scroll down. Let me scroll down. Okay, right. So let's move on to the next one. The next one is American Riviera Orchard. I know a lot of people have already subscribed, but if you're one of those few people who have not subscribed, don't let this moment pass you by. Let's subscribe to American Riviera Orchard on Instagram. Immediata, please. Let's while we're waiting for Megan to finish cooking the products and everything behind the scenes, let's get her up to 1 million followers on Instagram. If you haven't already done so, the link to it is in the chat. I have dropped the link to American Riviera Orchard in the chat. Go ahead and go follow the page if you haven't already done so. Okay. All right. So next, before I do that, let me just look at one comment. Lorna says Willie Leaks was brought up in a system where everyone said yes to him, even as a child. Yeah. Yeah. Idelina Oliveira says, have three people on the balcony, Baldy, Doolittle, and Woo! I love the fact that her name is officially Doolittle. I mean, she has won the name. She wore the dress, for goodness sake. She wore the dress from the lady who acted the part in My Fair Lady, Eliza Doolittle. Okay. All right. Thank you, everyone, for participating in our gentle activism. I actually missed Tuesday's session. So we're making up for it today. Right. So the next person that we're going to be shining a spotlight on is Lady Rose's channel. Guys, if you haven't listened to one of Lady Rose's videos, you're missing out something special. She has a very, very funny, light-hearted way of discussing all the issues, and it just gives you a different perspective when you listen to her every time. If you want to listen to the content from a light-hearted, comedic perspective with facts, she spits facts on her channel. Run and click on this link which I just dropped in the chat. Remember, she is a Sussex friendly content creator, and we are trying to promote and protect ourselves by supporting each other as we focus on the Sussex's content. So please go ahead to click on the link to support her channel. Uh, I didn't see the link. Oh, hold on. All right. Here's the link to Lady Rosie's channel. If you haven't subscribed to her channel, please go ahead to subscribe. She is amazing. She is a fantastic Sussex friendly content creator. Uh, let me see. Coming for the Sussex squad will not end well for them. Sorry, woo woo. We are not intimidated, or silenced. We are worldwide and powerful. We do not play. Yes. Nigerian people will say they play. They play. They play. They play. They play. All right. So, have you subscribed to Lady Rose's channel? Let's get her up to 2,300 subscribers. Okay? This is the one of the ways in which we can keep the Sussex friendly content alive on YouTube. Okay? All right. So, next we have got one of my new members on this channel. Please, everyone, go ahead and support her on her channel. It's Carmen's Place Beauty. Carmen's Place Beauty is a channel that she doesn't do Sussex friendly content, but she is a Sussex supporter. She's a member of the Sussex squad. She has been eternally supportive of this channel. But guess what? She does YouTube videos for on luxury beauty for mature women. You know all those mistakes we used to make when we were younger? She talks about it all and shows us how to do our makeup now that we are older and we have new friends on our faces like wrinkles and so on, and how to navigate the almost over congested world of the beauty place. She talks about the different kinds of foundations, concealers, blushes, and how to choose the right content for the right makeup for your face. So let's support her by subscribing to her channel. Let's support her by subscribing to her channel, and let's get her up to 1,000 subscribers. Do you know she's just at 238 subscribers? That's not good. Let's push that number up. Without being able to earn a living on YouTube, it's difficult to pay attention to what anybody else is going through. So please, let's us take the time to support these people. Let's take the time to support these people whose channels I am sharing with you today. It just will help them support Harry and Meghan better. Okay. Beauty. Let's see. Okay. She's only had two people subscribe to her channel while I've been talking. Guys, please let's do more. Let's subscribe to Carmen Place Beauty. Let's support her. Let's move the numbers upwards. This is one thing that the Rangers do, and although they are not, they are crazy as hell, but they're supportive of each other. Let's throw the same kind of support behind our own as well. Okay, if you haven't got the link, let me drop the link in the chat as well. Hi, this Black Girl's Life. Hi, y'all. How are you? Guys, if only 100 people of the 259 people that are online right now subscribe to her channel, it will give her channel a huge, huge boost. You can always do that and come back again. Go ahead, please do that. Do that, do that, do that, do that. If you're just joining us, don't forget to hit the like button. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, go ahead to subscribe to my channel as well. Okay. There you go. We've had two more people subscribing to her channel. Okay. Let's take it to let one more person subscribe to her channel so that she's got 280 subscribers. Guys, it is majorly difficult. If you've ever run a YouTube channel before, you know how difficult it is to get the subscribers that you need to get monetized. Let's put our weight behind Carmen to support her channel to get to 1,000 subscribers. It's not easy, you know. It's not easy. Okay. It's not easy. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for all those who are saying that they just subscribed. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So let's move on to the last one. And I put myself last. Oh, Sussex Love, this is a very interesting comment. She said, when I would work with old patients, I noticed that their makeup would look particularly odd, sometimes with the blush, even clownish. Then I realized it wasn't application, as increasingly impaired vision. That is fantastic. That is a fantastic point of view. Ooh, never would have thought about it actually. Never would have thought about it. Guys, thank you so much for this is in case you're wondering whether you have arrived at the right place. This is Carmen's YouTube channel. Go ahead to subscribe to her channel. Fantabulous. Fantabulous. Okay, great. Great. Moving on and putting myself last, humble brag. The Carmen, I sent you an email. We need to have a chat. I think we need to do uh like a tutorial video on makeup application and sort of like the different types of foundation for different seasons and the reasons why are a few of the things questions I personally have questions about. All right, guys. So, the last one is my Instagram page. I am needing people to please go and follow me on Instagram. A lot of the videos that I give sound bites of on my channel and that YouTube does not allow me to upload usually find a home on my Instagram page. So follow my Instagram page so that you have access to the original content. Like that video I was trying to give you the soundbite of today, you would find it on my Instagram page because YouTube would not allow me to upload the video onto YouTube without penalizing my channel. And I don't want to give them another reason for demonetizing my channel. So please go ahead to follow my Instagram page. Okay? All right, guys. So I think that's all I have for this evening, and it's been fun hanging out with you guys. In my next video, I'm going to be sharing an interesting conversation, as I said to you earlier, that I had with someone about their toxic father and the effect that his father's abusive behavior had on him. He was complaining because his father gave it, the father was complaining because his son gave him whiskey and hazelnuts on Father's Day, and he threw a strop, that is a British word for through his, got very upset with his son. But the son didn't know any better, and we had a whole chat about it anyway. And he says, well, his father's behavior had an impact on him, and he feels that's the reason why he was more disposed to getting a divorce. It impacted his workplace development, how he and um he we discussed how he overcame his challenges because he had to then at a point in his life self-parent. A lot of people go through all these challenges, and some people may have had these challenges themselves without being able to put their finger on exactly what was wrong. Now, if you would like to hear more about this topic, join us at our usual time of 11 on Saturday. Until then, have a good evening, everyone. Until my next one, ciao. 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 Comment, email me. Don't forget, please. Let's set this up because I can see already that a lot of people have uh, are very interested in this makeup tutorial. Let's get together and make it a fun one. All right, guys. Until next time, bye now. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Love you so much. Bye, bye, bye.